Okay, just a quick video now showing you how to move between Cartesian and vector equations of lines. So Cartesian is x's and y's, vectors is our i's, j's and k's. And if we have a 3D line like this, given in vector form, how do we convert that into Cartesian? Well, our method is actually quite simple. What we have is you take x minus the I value here and divide it by the direction value, or the I value in the direction here. And you set that equal to y minus the coefficient of j, which that's plus 1, divided by the j value in the direction, which is 2. And then we set that equal to z minus the coefficient of k, which is just 1, divided by the coefficient of k in the direction, which was negative 1. And that's it. That is how you represent the equation of a straight line in 3 dimensions. And if you're wondering why that's true, well, just consider it almost like an f of x minus 2 transformation. That x minus 2 moves the line 2 units in the x direction. This moves it minus 2 in the y direction. This moves it 1 in the z direction. And basically, that guarantees that it goes through that position vector. And then all of these divisions here, well, they're basically like a 3-dimensional gradient. So it's kind of simple to convert from vector to Cartesian. It's slightly tricky the other way around because a line isn't always necessarily given to you precisely in this form. Let me give you an example. If I have this equation, x minus 2 over 3 equals 2y plus 1 over 2 equals 3z. So the key thing about your line in to convert into vector form, your Cartesian form must just be in the form x minus a point, x on its own minus a point, over a number equals y on its own minus a y value over a number equals z on its own minus a z value over a number. So my x minus 2 over 3 is fine, but the 2y plus 1 over 2 isn't. Well, I can correct that. Well, I'll just write it out first and show you how I correct it. So x minus 2 over 3 is fine. This one here, not fine. What I'll need to do is divide top and bottom by a half. So when I divide the top by a half, I get y plus a half. And when I divide the bottom, so I'm dividing the top and bottom by 2. When I divide the bottom by 2, I get 1. And finally, this z1, well, think of that as 3z over 1. Well, if I divide the top and bottom by 3, I get z over a third. And, we can write minus 0 if we like as our position. Now, this would be okay. I could then write my vector equation because my position is 2 minus a half and 0. And my direction is 3, 1, a third. It's just usually conventional to have the direction expressed, if you can, in integers. And so we could just multiply through by 3. So effectively, that would be multiplying all of our denominators by 3. So that would be x minus 2 over 9 equals y plus a half over 3 equals z minus 0, which we don't need to bother, over 1, which I guess we also don't need to bother with. And that would be the slightly neatened form of 2 minus a half, 0, plus lambda 9, 3, 1. And that's how you can convert a Cartesian line into a vector line. Okay, that's all made sense and been useful. See you in the next video.